So today we're doing written methods. We had a little look at this morning. Dora uses base 10 to work out 34 times 3. So she's put the tens here and the units here, the ones here, okay? Now, this makes it a bit easier because all you have to do is count. So how many tens are there? There's 9, aren't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 tens. Okay, and how many ones are there? Well, 4, 8, 12. Good. Okay. And because it's 9 tens, it means it's 90, 90. So that means we need to do 90 plus 12. What does that give us? No. So here we have 12, yeah? Well, let's just do 10 first of all. What's 90? What's 90 plus 10? 100. Right, there we go. Okay, so 102. Now, if we look down here, they have some other questions. 3 times 28. So instead of 34, they're doing 28. Well, that means I have to scribble out these ones because I have to make it 20, right? So I have to scribble these ones out. That gives me how many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens. Here they say 8, so I've got to add. I'm not going to draw the cubes exactly, I'll just draw squares. So I've got to draw another 4 on here each time. Right? Now, how much will that give me? It's basically 8 times 3. What's 8 times 3? Well, what's 8 plus 8? Is 16, so this is 16 up here. Then 16 plus 8 is 24. Okay, so this is 24. And if you remember the tens, well, 6 tens is actually 60. 60. So we need to do 60 plus 24. And the answer is 84. Okay, good. So now I need to rub this off. And we have another question, which says 3 times 36. So, well, we've got the 30s all sorted, so this is done. It's just the 6, which is not right, because we got 34 instead of 36. So I need to add 2 extra cubes here each time. And there we go. Okay, there's 3 times 36. How many tens are there? Remember what the first question said? 9 tens. Yeah, it's making it 90 because it's 9 tens. 90. Now, we've got 6 ones in each row. So what's 6 times 3? Well, 6 plus 6 is 12. Good. So it's 12 here. 12 plus 6 is 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. So for this one, we've got to do 90 plus 18, which gives us, well, what's 10 plus 90? 108, right. See, it's just slightly more than this one. It should be 6 more than this one. Yeah? Right, because that one was 102. Okay, number 2. Class 4 are using number lines to solve 6 times 34. So 10 times 6 is 60. They're doing it 3 times, yeah, because there's a 3 here. So they jump up 3 times 1, 2, 3. And then this bit here is to work out 4 times 6, yeah? Because 10 plus 10 plus 10 makes 30. And this bit here, 4 times 6 is 4 times 6. Gives you 24. And they work it out like this. 60, first jump, next jump, 120, 60 plus 60. Add 60 again, 180. And then add 24, gives you 204. So 5 times 32. Now, if you remember here, 10 times 6, so, and we did it 3 times because it was 30. This time we have to do it 3 times, sorry. We do it 3 times, and we do 5 times 10. Okay, so 1 jump, so we do 5 times 10. What does that give us here? 5 times 10. 50. Then we do another jump, and we're adding again. We're adding 5 times 10. So we've got to do 50 plus 50. What does that give you? 100, good. Okay, and then another one. So I'll just write 50 rather than 5 times. So 100 plus 50 gives you 150. Good. Okay. We've done the jump 3 times because we're doing the tens here. Let's look at the units now. So then we have to do another jump, which is 2 times 5. What is 2 times 5? 10. Now this jump is a bit smaller. I haven't really done it to scale. So in other words, we have to do 150 plus 10. 160. That is your answer. Okay, 160. Okay. Right, on to this one. 7 times 32. Now this time it means we have to do 7 times 10 each time. So 7 times 10. What does that give us? 70, right? So I'll do my jump. And again, I have to do it 3 times because we're doing 30. So it's 170, another 70. So I get 70 here. 70 plus 70. Or what's 2 times 7? Good. So this would be 140. Yeah, because we have the 0 here. Okay. Right. 3 times 7. Okay, 21 with a 0, 210. Okay. Right, and then at the end here we have a little jump for the units because we've done this jump 3 times. So we've done the 3. Now we have to do 2 times 7. What does that give us? 14. So 210 plus 14. Yeah, well, 224. Okay, good. Okay, so the answer here is 224. I should write the answer in here, 160. Okay, 4 times 5. This means we'll have to do 5 jumps. And each time we times 4 times 10. So 4 times 10, what does that give us? 40. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and then we've got 40 here. If I go again, I've got to do it 5 times. 40. 40 plus 40 is 80. Got to jump again 3 times. 80 plus 40. 120. Okay. And please stay muted if you're not talking. Only unmute to speak. Then we have to jump again. 120 plus 40. Good, 160. So now we've done 4 jumps, so we need to do 1 more to get the 5th. So now what do we have? 160 plus 40. 200. Okay. And then, okay, I would always mute when you're finished. Okay, so then we have to do 6 times 4 for our little jump here. Well, what's 5 times 4? That's a bit easy. 20. Okay, so in other words, 6 times 4 would be 24, because it's an extra 4, right? So we need to add 24 here, which gives us 224. Okay, same answer as the one above. Mo uses a number line to work out 7 times 34. Okay, so it's the same thing. Yeah, but what mistake has Mo made? He's done 2 jumps, which would work if he was doing 7 times 24. Okay, he's only done 1, 2 jumps. He hasn't done 3 jumps. If he wanted to work out 34, he'd have to do another jump of 10 times 7, adding another 70. Okay, so his answer is you need to add another 70 to 168. 168 plus 70. Maybe it helps if I do it like this. 0 plus 8 is 8. 7 plus 6. 13. And then we have the 1, 2. So that should be his answer. Okay. Anyway, talk about it with a partner. We just discussed it. What should the number line look like? Draw it here. Well, he's only done 2, so it is the same. 1, 2, 3, but with an extra big jump, and then the little one at the end. So here we have our 70. What goes here? 70 plus 70. 70 plus 70. 140. And then 140 plus 70. Well, 3 times 7. Yes, good. 210. Okay, and then here we add our 28. to 210, giving us, yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's what the number line should look like. Well, of course, yeah, I suppose they want also for us to put 10 times 7 here each time. And then at the end, we do our 4 times 7. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Okay, 3, it's the same, just with an extra jump of 10 times 7. Okay. Right, Amir is working out 43 times 5. He does 40 times 5, that equals 200. Then he does 3 times 5, which equals 15. And then he does 40, he adds them together to give him his answer, 43 times 5. Talk about Amir's method with a partner. Use Amir's method to complete the multiplications. Well, here, what would we do? 32 times 6. So instead of 32 times 6, how should we start this one? Well, yeah, exactly. 30 times 6. And I always say what you can do is you can forget about the 0. 3 times 6. For now, you can forget about the 0. 3 times 6. Good. But now we need to remember the 0, and it makes 180. Okay. Then 2 times 6 gives us 12. So we have to add those. 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then 1, 192. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. 8 times 42. So how would we do this one? 40 times 8. What does that make? Well, what's 4 times 8? Okay, what's 5 times 8? Yeah. Yeah, so 5 times 8 would be 40. You take 1 8 and you get 32. But we need the 0, so it's 320. Okay, then we have the 2 times 8. And what does 2 times 8 give us? Good. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 1, easy, 3, and then 3. Okay? Right, on to the next one. 7 times 31. So what should we do rather than? We should do 7 times 30. Right, what's 7 times 3? Good, and then we have a 0 here. Good, okay. And then we just have 7, really, because it's 7 times 1. We don't really need to work that one out, but okay, just like that. Which gives us, if we add it, well, you can see it, can't you? 0 plus 7, 7, 1, 2. So 217. Okay. Right, on to the next one. They get a bit trickier, but I think this one's okay. A farmer is calculating the number of sheep on her farm. She has 6 fields. Each field has 35 sheep. In other words, 6 times 35. Good. So to work it out, we need to do 6 times 30 plus 6 times 5. Let's look at this one first. 6 times 3. What is 6 times 3? 18. But we're not doing 6 times 3, we're doing 6 times 30, so 180. Okay, 180. 6 times 5. What's 6 times 5? 30. Good. Now we have to add those. So 0 plus 0. 8 plus 3. Good. 1 plus 1. Good. So our answer is 210. Which of the multiplications would you calculate mentally? So that means which of these can you just work out in your head? Which is the easiest one to do? B, right? My point is, B, I think, is the easiest, because we know 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 7 times 2 is 14. But we're doing with an extra 1 times 7. Yeah, so that's how we get our answer. Okay. Now, this isn't too difficult, but I would say it took me a bit longer than this one. Okay. Now, F is quite easy, because we know that 4, oh, I can't write it there, 4 times 25 is, 4 times 25 is, come on, quick, 100. We should know that. 4 times 25 is 100. Okay. And then 2 times 25 is what? 50. 50, right. So our answer must be 150. Okay. I still think B is the easiest. And that's the only one that you can really just calculate in your head quickly. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Which of the multiplications would you use a written method for? Well, you could you could argue for all of them. I mean, I just did, I suppose, for this one. Which one do you think is the hardest? So we said these are okay, so I'll give them amber or yellow. So these are okay, they're not too hard. Now we're looking for the really hard one. What's the really hard one? Or the hardest one here? So we have 4 times 59, 5 times 36, 9 times 32. Well, to make A easier, you can do 4 times 60, and then you take away 4, okay? Because what's 4 times 6? What's 4 times 6? 24, right? You should all know that in your head. 24, take 4, because actually it's 240, sorry, take 4, gives you 236. It's a little tricky, not too bad. Let's try this one. Now, with this one, you can change the 9 to a 10. 10 times 32 gives you 320. So then we have to do 320, take 32. Because you did 10 times it, but we want to do 9 times it, so we need to take 32. Well, we can, in 32, there's 20, and there's 12 left. So 300, take 12. $288. Okay, that's a little bit trickier than that one, right? D was a bit harder. Right, let's try C then. I'm running out of space here. I think the best way, one way to do C is 10 times 36, and then we have to halve it, which equals 360. What's 360 divided by 2? 30 divided by 2? 15. What's 6 divided by 2? Right, so the answer, if you total them, 80. So the answer here, 180. 15 plus 3 is 18, but we're doing 360. So we need to put a 0 back, yeah? Yeah? Maybe C is the most difficult then. I don't know. 6. Complete the multiplications. Show your working where necessary. Okay, let's do 4 times 5, or 50. What does that give you? 4 times 50. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Put on the 0 here. Okay. Right. Now 9 times 4. Or 4 times 9. 9 times table. 4 times 9. 36. Good. Add them together. You get 236. Sorry, I'm rushing through these. Oh, now we could do this in our head, couldn't we? 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9, making 99. Okay. 5 times 36. Now, again, we did this, didn't we? 180, well remembered, because you can do 10 times 36, okay, equals 360. 360 divided by 2 equals 180, okay. 9 times 32, now remember we did 10 times 32, which gave us 320. 320 minus 32, so we've got an extra 32. So we take the 20 from here and here, means 300 minus 12, which gives us 288. Okay, 7 times 21, we said this was easy, because 7 times 2 is 14, and then 7 times 1 is 7. Okay? Now, this one is fairly easy as well, because we can do the 4 times 25. What does that give us? And then we have to add 2 times 25. 4 times 25, you should have it just like that. It should come to you, because it's a nice round number, 100. So 2 times 25 must be half of that, which is 50. Add them together, and there we go. Right.